Welcome back to part one of League of List Builders, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. Okay, as I said, guys, let's go ahead and highlight this introduction. Now that we got that out of the way, we're making some progress. Let's go ahead and get into part one. Okay, part one. So when it comes to building your email list, a lot of times people completely overlook the manual outreach type stuff. A lot of times people completely overlook it, man. They don't even think about it. So what I want you to do now is I want you to put a list together. Start putting a list together. People who follow you on any online platform where you have an account. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. Anyone who follows you on an account somewhere, right? 2, I want you to put on that list people you've met at conferences, events, network meetups, or exchange messages with online and within online communities, people in your niche, right? People you've had positive interaction with in your space, right? 3, on that list also, I want you to put people you've done business with before, right? Whether that be something you've created for them, something they've created for you, something you've bought from them, something they've bought from you, people you've done business with in your space before. Put them on that list. All right. Number 4, I want you to put your friends and family that you think might be interested in joining your list. Anybody in your friends and family who you think might be interested in what you got going on in your niche, I want you to put them on the list too. Now, these guys are low-hanging fruit. They can share your content and website and help you get your work, business in front of more people early on. Okay. Now, some of you guys just getting started, you might not have anybody in this group, or in this group, but you will definitely have people in this group. Okay. So they go on the list as well. Okay. Now, you want to go ahead and now. Okay. So we got those 4 people. Those are 4 kinds of people on this list, right? These 4 kinds of people on a list. Now, what you want to do is you want to reach out. I want to actually put this right up here. Okay. What you want to do is you want to reach out to these 4 different kinds of people, one at a time. All right. Don't mass reach out to them. You're reaching out to them one person at a time. Now I got a couple scripts for you, right? If you already have an email list, right? If you already have an email list and you already are doing something with the email list, here's what it would be like. Hey, first name, whatever their name is. Hey, Joe, not sure if you know, but I write a weekly newsletter about whatever you write it about, internet marketing or whatever. I think it's something you'd enjoy following. Want in, right? That's a little script that you can use to just ask them if they're interested in being put on your email list. Now, if they say sure, you just say, hey, cool, man. What's a good email list? What's a good email I can use for you? And they'll give you their email, and you just manually add them to the list, right? That's why they call this manual outreach, right? Now, what if you don't have an email list yet? What if you're getting started from scratch? Then the message goes something like this. Hey, Joe, I'm starting a newsletter where I talk about whatever topic, right? Thought you might enjoy following along on my journey. Want in, right? And then you ask them for an email address, and then they give you an email address. You put them on the list. The beauty of this, and this manual outreach with these 4 different kinds of people, the beauty of it is you don't even have to have a lead magnet yet. You don't even have to have anything for free to give people, a special report or a cheat sheet or anything like that. You don't have to have anything. All you have to have is an idea, right? An idea of what your email list is going to be about, right? Just an idea of what it's going to be about, and you can start reaching out to people and building the list without even anything to give them, right? So that's pretty cool. Now, sorry guys, I'm drinking some V8 here. Now, the next part of this is even cooler. Okay. So when they say yeah, and they give you their email address, ask them for a referral. Okay. Now the script goes like this, right? like as soon as someone confirms that they'll sign up for your list, thank them and ask them if they know at least one other person who might also be interested in joining, right? And it looks like this, right? Awesome, thanks. Do you know one other person that would be interested in growing their business too? Right? And it goes something like that, right? And that's how you do it. When they say yes, you ask them for a referral. Because what that could do is that could turn, like, let's say you have 10 people, you could turn it into 20, 25, 30 people, just like that, just by asking for a referral, right? So they give you an email, and what do? You reach out to that email and say, hey, man, you know, such and such, our mutual friend Joe referred me to you. I'm starting an email list about, I'm starting a newsletter about this topic. And he said that you might be interested. I signed him up and he thought you might also be interested. Can I sign you up for my newsletter or whatever? And that's how you do it, right? You go to the referral with the same script you went to your initial people with, right? So this is how you do it. And this is manual outreach. And you can do this before you even have a lead magnet, right? And if you don't know what a lead magnet is, that's just a free thing that you give to people, right? A free special report or a free checklist or a free video workshop or whatever. And when people come to your website, they opt in to get the free thing. So you can do these strategies before you even have anything to give people, right? So it's pretty cool. And this is manual outreach. A lot of people totally skip manual outreach. They totally skip it. And the thing is, it's dumb to skip this because these could be some of your strongest leads. This is like a core foundation of leads, right? These are people you manually reached out to, and there's a very good chance they already know you in some capacity, and they're going to stick on your list for a while, and they're probably going to be big time referrers for you. And it's smart to start here. So anyways, let me go ahead and close part 1. And that was easy, wasn't it? That was pretty easy. Let's go ahead and click that. And I'm going to go ahead and come off of screen share. And we're moving right along. I will see you guys in part 2. Well, look, we're going to get into a little bit more hairy tactics. But I love starting with the manual outreach because, it's funny because I didn't even think about the manual outreach until I got in Bryan's course with the rapid list building. And I was like, wow, that's so crazy and so simple. How did I overlook that all these years? But yeah, man, it's good to build a solid foundation with some manual outreach, and it will help you, man, and it will build your list. You could probably build your list to 100 subscribers just with manual outreach. That's how powerful what I just gave you was. So don't think just because it didn't take me that long to explain it to you and it wasn't very complicated that it can't grow your list. What I just showed you could probably grow your list to over 100 subscribers and could probably get you sales, point blank. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and close this video now, and we're going to move on into part 2.